Yo, trust me, it's mental. It's mental. Everyone's mental. I'm perfect. You know, see, I'm humble already, innit? You know what I mean? Go to the Instagram, look at the narcissist personality disorder, because you're using it wrong. And so here we're gonna look at the time in therapy, what they think of this. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullet points. And it says Mr. Brown learned to be able to identify, acknowledge, and to tolerate his more difficult feelings during his time in therapy, which I've just explained. His ability to self-reflect and think about what he's feeling before just acting on it has improved relative to how he was prior to coming to prison. Because like I say, I'm able to have the forethought rather than always having hindsight. Man's got foresight to be able to think, right, this is going to go this way if man behave this way. But obviously sometimes, when I say sometimes, I haven't really used it, but I am understanding that sometimes I will have to dip into whatever to deal with certain people. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not really around these people to have to deal with it like that. But you know, man doesn't know how to deal with people. Mr. Brown explored his childhood in his small group, which brought up some difficult and painful feelings for him. He's been able to think about them and explore them at depth in his small group and with staff and residents outside of the group space also. Because what they want you to do is not just to be able to use the group space, which is the main space, it's and also thoughts and feelings. Because obviously people don't have like real thoughts and they do have thoughts and feelings obviously, but they don't have to communicate their feelings in thoughts and feelings. So you can see as time goes by, they think like before it's like, oh, I'm alright, oh, I'm pissed off me. Then eventually they're like, oh, do you know what, I was annoyed. Oh, do you know what, I was feeling vulnerable. Like they start to, in thoughts and feelings, they start to like become more on them, not looking out, getting onto other people and just saying general stuff like pissed off or bex or fucked off. They start using proper emotion words and labeling feelings and come more on themselves of how they felt like that and how they dealt with it, like in a good way, rather than just kicking off and blah, just being, like I say, volatile and erratic. I apologize for the coughing. Also, they want you to go outside of the groups to be able to build your own support networks. So it's being able to do that out here. So to come out, like, because now I'm out, I can't access thoughts and feelings when I was in the prison that I went to after before I came out. I couldn't access thoughts and feelings and support groups while or groups, should I say, when I'm out now. Do you know what I mean? It's for me to find my own support, to go to like a support group like Andy's Mind Club or a local men's talking group or even a mixed talking group, or to, you know, ring Samaritans or to ring Text Quell or yeah, you know, cultivate new friends, find which family that I can go to, because obviously we have to, you know, I do advocate for speaking about your feelings and how your thoughts, and like I said, trying to keep it on yourself rather than they did this and they did that and because that's not going to do anything for you. Do you know what I mean? They need to deal with them, but you need to deal with you, and dealing with you makes it easier and you can grow from that. You can't grow from just pointing out other people's stuff and why they've done this, that and the other. Do you know what I mean? You can mention it because it's relevant. Do you know what I mean? Because people need to know why you feel like this, but then it's to get onto yourself. That's just a little 5% of like what you should be talking about. It should be on you and what you did and how you did it and what you can do different. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so so how we can know that people can use this information about you against you, sorry. So we know that people are just like, this little pricks, aren't they, really, and the spiteful bastards and got nothing going on for them. Do you know what I mean? And they're just manipulators and you know, they're narcissists. You know what I mean? And things like this. So they will get you to feel vulnerable, get all the information out of you, and then use it to control you later on. It's all coercive. Do you know what I mean? And these aren't good people. This happens like in partnerships. So man, woman, woman, man, man, woman, woman. Do you know what I mean? It's in friendships, two girl. Do you know what I mean? Like, so partners will be using it in relationships, and friendships will be using it. Do you know what I mean? Family will be using it. Like, that's no good. That's all toxicity. They're all toxic bastards. Do you know what I mean? To get away from them. Blow them up on Facebook so I can see. And you know, seriously, you need to get away from them. So that's what it is. It's about going outside of the group, because obviously not everyone in the community can be trusted. But the funny thing is, I'm doing what I would have done on the TC anyway. I'm unveiling myself. I'm revealing myself. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking about my deepest and darkest here. I'm laying myself out, because obviously I didn't do that before. Anyone will tell you, no one knew me. I must have been sat in the TC one time in thoughts and feelings, and it just hit me one time that someone's talking about bare things, and I thought, I just looked around at all these man, like 40 man, yeah, and I thought, Ras, nobody on the face of this earth knows me like these guys. And I don't think anyone knows these guys like I know them because of how open and honest we are. I thought my mom, dad, brothers, my brethrens, like gyal, they don't know me. They don't know who I truly am. I didn't even know who I truly was. I hid it for myself. Some people like are quite honest with themselves to a degree, but they might not be open and honest to others. But they're quite. I couldn't face my own like what are the classed as failures and my just failures really. What didn't make me a good person, or what when I felt like when I just felt vulnerable, things that just made me feel like vulnerable, fearful. I won't face them. I wouldn't look at it and think, do you know what, I could do this, I can do that, like to like circumvent that, or I can do this, like build myself up. I wouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? If it brought up any anxiety, I just miss the thought. I just kick it out like boom and forget all that. Yo, fuck that down. Yo, trust me. Yo, like I just get away from it. I couldn't deal with it. Do you know what I mean? And obviously doing that just kept me emotionally immature. So that's what a lot of it is like. So a lot of people that you meet, like especially like at my big age now, still a lot of people that are very emotionally immature, because what it is when you're keeping yourself drugged up, where it's just ganja, you're not allowing yourself to feel. So if you're not allowing yourself to feel, you're not allowing yourself to be able to process those feelings. Because once you process it, you think about it properly, or you got the right people around you to help you see it from a different perspective.